Hey folks, it's Logger John here. Whew, I just got back from a bike ride. It's Friday around 7:45, June the 28th. And I just went for I was going to say my nightly bike ride, but I don't go every night. I didn't go too far tonight, about 10 clicks. Looks like it's going to rain. It's been a while since I made a video, so been busy at work and busy at home. So Canada Day is on the Monday, this coming Monday. And I thought I would just take you on a quick tour of my yard and my gardens, see what's going on. I'm going to show you around the yard a little bit here. I just cut some grass. I guess you can see me now. This is not good. This is better. Okay. I'm out of breath. I'm going to take you over here to some of my vegetable gardens. Okay. I cut the grass here tonight when I got home, out here in this part. And it's been a busy year cutting grass. Well, I'm cutting grass all the time, seems like. Usually it starts to slow down by this time of year, but it seems to. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of cool nights, and some nice sunny warm days, so the grass is growing like crazy. Anyways, got some small gardens going on here. Strawberry plant came up from last year. I got some of this dill right here. And we got a row of beets, a row of carrots, which I got to thin out maybe tomorrow. Got to thin them out. I like thinning them out. You get better crop. I don't know if you can see down in there. You got to thin, them out so they're like a good inch apart. Same with the beets. You got to thin them out. Sacrifice a few to get some good ones. And then you got a whole bunch of lettuce here. I'm overrun by lettuce. Although this is not lettuce right here. I'm not sure what that is. He came up with my lettuce when I planted my lettuce. Anybody know what that is? I'm gonna rip it out of there maybe. And then of course we got with chives that come up every year. And then get over here in the other little garden. I got more carrots here. I got some green beans coming up. Kind of going slow, but they're coming. And then I got more lettuce. This is head lettuce. And then we got some cucumbers that unfortunately are growing out on the lawn here, which I don't really want. But I don't want to bend them around because you'll break them off. Go back over here. Something's been eating my, well, I don't know. Maybe not. I was going to say something's been eating my dill, but I don't really know what would eat dill. You can see where some of the branches are chewed off, but that's the two little gardens. As you can see, like I said, the lawn is nice and green. Then we got our huge patch of potatoes here that are doing okay. As long as I go through them every night and get rid of any bugs I see. Been a pretty bad year for potato bugs. I went through them already. You can see one right there. Potato bug. Another one. Even though you spray them or squash them, they're still seem to come back. I gotta get through here with the problem is I can't get through here very good with the tiller anymore because potatoes are kind of coming over top of the rows here. Really needs to be tilled up. Run the tiller through. But like this row is the worst because we had a high wind last week. There was a bit of a wind come through and it kind of, well, that when the rain kind of knocked the potatoes over. So there's not enough room to run the garden tiller through here, unfortunately. But anyways, definitely got some potato bugs in there, but And I'm going to show you this, guys. A little bit of tribute to our dog. Right there. Had the local place in Perth there make the sign for me. So this is where she's buried, out here in the pine plantation. Look back, my house is just over there. So it's a nice little place to have her. Little bench here you can sit and think about her. So yeah, hasn't been quite a year. But yeah, she used to chase rabbits all through here. And oh yeah, I should show you what the potatoes I got planted. I got right here, I got red Norland. I'm not sure how to say this. Scheller, just a white potato. And I got russet. And over here we got Superior. The place where I buy them, they didn't have any Yukon Gold left, so I couldn't get any Yukon Gold, which was kind of disappointing because I like Yukon Gold. But you can see it's kind of sparse right here. For some reason, these three plants didn't come up very well, but they're coming up now a little bit. But it's kind of funny. They were planted all at the same time. And then we had some that didn't come up. I replanted them. I went and got some more potatoes. Down here too, there's some that didn't come up. Like one there didn't come up, so I replanted some new ones. And there's 3 right along here that didn't come up. I did dig down to see what I could find, and I dug down, and basically they were rotten. They weren't coming up. They were, I don't know if they got too wet or whatever, but I might go through here tomorrow and get some of this grass out of here maybe. Anyways, come back over here. A little quick tour of my yard. There's our fire pit. I never had a fire this year yet. Campfire. Maybe sometime. Some night we will, but. And then I got my famous wall of tools here. My outdoor furnace. Don't have that on right now. Which reminds me, I gotta clean that out. Maybe this weekend. It's a dirty job. I kind of keep putting it off. Clean all the old coal, ashes and stuff out of it. Should do that maybe tomorrow. My famous wall of tools. Probably most of you have seen already. There's Logger John in the window. Wave to Logger John. Look at this hosta. Whew. I got some. Well, this here, unfortunately, the blooming is all done. It's a peony bush, another peony bush. But if the bloom, I think it was last week they were blooming. I should have made this video before now, but this was dug up at my mom's estate, and she had it planted in front of her house. It's a beautiful red. You can see maybe a little bit there, but that's the problem with peonies. They only last for a few weeks, usually. That plant, we dug it up before we sold the estate. And I was about 10 years old when she planted this. She got it off her neighbor. I was 10 years old. So it's pretty old. It did well. It really bloomed really nice this year. I was going to get a picture of it one day, and then I came out the day or so later, and the blooms are all done. So I was a little too late, but and just so you know, I'm 53. So that was planted when I was about 10 or 12, I guess. 10 or 12, I would say. So I was happy to get that. Anyways, let's go over here. I should do a tour of, just going through my deck here. Some bushes. The bees are loving these flowers, these yellow bushes here. You can see some bees right there. You can see it. Yeah, bumblebee. Little bee. Yep. And they really like these, oh, what do you call these things? Spireas. The bees love the spireas. Go over here, we got some hostas. Look at these hostas. Look at the size of that hosta leaf. There's my hand. Look at that. That's called an elephant's ear. Elephant's ear. Yep. Got a few hostas down here. You can see where something's been eating them. I think earwigs maybe. I don't know if earwigs eat hostas, but you can see where they're chewing a bit. It's funny though, they're not chewing these ones over here. Anyways, go down through here. More spireas. Take a quick look down here. You can see my spruce plantation. People tease me and they tell me it's my Christmas tree plantation, but they're doing really well. My laneway. We'll go over through here. We'll take a quick walk through here. Got a little walkway through here. Some more hostas. Look at this rose bush. It's almost as tall as me. Look at this guy. Doing really well. I don't know what kind of rose bush it is, but I had to stake it up the other day because it was starting to bend over. Some more hostas. I'm going to go through here. This is a lilac bush here. I mean, it's been done for a good month and a half, but just going to take a quick look down here. Look at this cedar tree that I got off a friend years ago. And I always put a fence around it every winter because the deer like to chew on it. You can see where they've kind of been nibbling on it there, but the bottom looks a little bit sick. And then we have this birch, which reminds me I have to put a new strap on here because the strap is broke. That's a birch tree. Doing really well. I dug that up at my mom's 2 years ago. Nice little birch. I know it's not white yet, but it will be getting white once it gets a little mature. And then I got this red oak here. It's doing well too. I dug that up at my mom's too. Up at her estate before we sold the place. I got some trees out of there. It was pretty small when I planted it. It was only like maybe 2 feet tall when I planted it, so it's doing well. But, and there's a maple that I planted when we first, I probably planted that 20 years ago. Maybe more than that, I don't know. It's doing really well. But the only problem is, I planted this other little maple quite a few years after. You can see it. It's kind of growing into the big maple's kind of choking this one out, unfortunately. So I want to, I don't know, it's too big to dig up really. I wouldn't mind trying to dig this up and move it somewhere, because it's not going to do well this close to this big. I mean, I could prune a few of these limbs off, but that's really not going to help it, because really I got a power line, I got a hydro line running through there, over there. But I just think it would be really hard to dig up. You'd have to do a lot of digging. If you could dig it big enough around to get enough of the root ball, you might be able to do it. Someone should suggested actually doing dig it in stages. Like dig it around and dig, and then dig a little bit more like a week later, and then a week later. It might take you a few months, but you could dig it out that way, but I'm not so sure. And then I come over here. I got this little flower garden, perennial flower garden going on here. I don't know if you can see it really well. I'm going to go around here. I got the Canadian flag. It's not really doing really well tonight. There's no breeze. The Canada flag. Might have to go around the other side. I'll show you this little bunch of perennials, flowers over here. I gotta do some weeding in here. You can see some of the weeds are coming up. I gotta get at that maybe this weekend. Around the outside. Yeah, you can get a better look at the flag there, but unfortunately, well, it's kind of good there's no breeze actually. Usually there's a wind when I'm making a video, but yeah, that's a couple of them. They're kind of pretty right there. And then this one over here. And these guys. Anyways. Go back over here. I gotta show you these trees. These poor trees right here are not doing very well. I was hoping they would leaf out enough for this summer. I'm going to get a better look at them here. Yep, pretty sick looking. Of course, these are two ash trees right here. Yep. I was hoping they would leaf out this summer enough to, you know, the fall, and then I would cut them this winter, but emerald ash borer. I'm probably just going to leave them to the fall anyway, or this winter. This one's really relatively easy to cut. It's leaning just out here on the laneway or whatever. But this guy, the bigger one, the bigger of the two, it's got a few more leaves on it, but unfortunately, go back here a little bit. You can see where it's leaning right on the power line. I don't know if you can see that power line right there, but yeah, it's leaning on the power line. So that might take a bit of work to get down. Let's go down here a little bit. I got two apple trees right here growing. They need some new support thing. Oh, this one has one, but the other one doesn't. It's broken. Keeps the wind from. You can see a few little apples though. Not very good ones, but a few. Okay. We'll go back up around here. This was supposed to be a quick tour of the yard, but we'll go through here. By the way, this tree here is a balsam. It's not a spruce. It's a balsam. I planted it many years ago right there, and it was only maybe 2 or 3 feet tall when I planted it. Balsam grow really fast. They grow faster than a regular spruce tree, but it's getting really crazy. Into the house there, I've been pruning some of the limbs off it. Pruned up the bottom. There's a spruce right here. Anyways, keep going around this side of the house. The little deck out here. Got another flower bed. Kind of a sick looking flower bed. Got This bush here hasn't blossomed yet, I don't think. It's a rose bush. It's a wild rose bush. Back around here. Okay, we're right back where we started. My tractor shed, lawnmower shed, wood splitter shed. Check out the wood piles. I got mosquitoes starting to bite me, so. Oh. There's that big wood pile. It has to be split sometime, not till this fall probably. And then all my wood. It's hard to believe in a couple of months I'll probably be putting wood in for the winter and delivering some firewood. Wood's drying nice in the warm sunshine. I'll show you this tree here. See this tree? More like a big bush, but it is a tree. It's doing well too. It's a butternut. Butternut tree. I probably should do some pruning on it, but on my wood here. Now, how many wood yards have you seen where there's nice lawn? And we got an apple tree here. It's got a few little apples too. Just in time to have some apples this fall for the feed the cows. Hopefully. The cows, I don't see the cows. I haven't noticed any cows in about a week. They must be all way back. They can go way, way, way back to the lake there, so maybe they're back there. I guess that's about it for the tour of the yard. I'm gonna turn you around here. Hello! Anyways, I'm hoping to get, well, next weekend, next Saturday, July the 6th, is the Quéon, Quebec tractor pull in Quéon, Quebec. So I'm hoping to go to that. Anyways, and then after that, after the Quéon tractor pull, there's the Athens tractor pull and truck pull and tractor show, and then after that is the Delta truck pull and the tractor pull. So there's it's going to be lots of things to go to. Okay, so hopefully we'll get some footage of all those shows to share with you guys. So anyways, I'll probably post this on Canada Day, or the day before Canada Day maybe. Yeah, probably. This is Friday night, so yeah. It's supposed to be a 5-minute video, but anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate all your comments. I'm going in the house and sit down and relax. I hope you enjoyed that little tour of my yard, and stay tuned, and yeah, looks like it's going to rain for sure. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and rain Sunday. It's supposed to be nice Monday. It's supposed to be nice Canada Day, so let's hope so. Okay guys, stay tuned and we'll catch you on the next one. And happy Canada Day. Almost forgot. Happy Canada Day. I hope everyone has a great Canada Day, and we'll see you soon.